Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're talking about the United States 5-cent coin from the year 2005 with the D mint mark. Yes, the humble nickel from 2005 D might look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but there are some incredibly rare and valuable versions out there that have sent shockwaves through the coin collecting world. Stay with us as we explore what makes this coin so special, how to spot the valuable ones, and how you could potentially hold a small fortune in the palm of your hand. In 2005, the U.S. Mint released a series of special nickels as part of the Westward Journey series, commemorating the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. This made 2005 a standout year in modern U.S. coinage history. Two unique reverse designs were issued, the American Bison and the Ocean in View nickels. Both designs were fresh, bold, and rich in historical symbolism, making them immediate collector favorites. But among these releases, some nickels struck at the Denver Mint, marked with the D, were produced with incredibly rare minting errors and variations that make them worth far more than their 5-cent face value. Now here's where things get exciting. Certain 2005 D nickels have been discovered with dramatic mint errors that turn them into high-value collectibles. One of the most famous errors from this year is the speared bison variety. This occurs on the reverse design of the American Bison nickel, where a large die gouge appears as a sharp line running through the body of the bison, giving the appearance of it being pierced or speared. This isn't a design feature, it's a minting mistake, and it's incredibly rare. When collectors caught wind of this error, the hunt was on, and its value skyrocketed as demand surged, but that's not the only valuable anomaly. Other 2005 D nickels have shown signs of double die errors, where parts of the design, like the lettering or Jefferson's portrait, appear duplicated under magnification. Some feature off-center strikes, where the image is shifted noticeably away from the center, leaving part of the blank coin visible. Others were struck on misaligned dies, causing uneven or distorted designs. These are more than just factory errors, they're rare works of accidental art, and collectors are paying top dollar to add them to their collections. If you want to know whether your 2005 D nickel is valuable, here's what you need to do. First, identify the design. Do you have the American Bison or Ocean in View version? Then, look for anything unusual. Examine the bison's body closely. If you see what looks like a line or groove running through it, you may have the speared bison error. Use a magnifying glass to check the lettering on both sides of the coin. Doubling in the words, Liberty, or, In God We Trust, is a strong indicator of a double die error. Check for uneven spacing, strange borders, or even any missing details. These small signs could mean a big payday. Once you find something that looks promising, the next step is to have it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Certification adds legitimacy and value to your coin, making it more attractive to buyers and collectors. Coins that are in mint state condition, especially those graded MS-65 or higher, can command significant premiums, especially if they include one of the rare error types we've mentioned. And because the 2005 D nickel is a relatively modern coin, finding one in excellent condition is not out of the question. What's truly exciting is that these rare finds aren't just sitting in museums or locked away in private collections, they've been discovered in ordinary circulation. People have found them in pocket change, coin rolls, and even at coin shows for just a few cents. This is why the 2005 D nickel is such a thrilling coin to collect. There's still a chance for new discoveries to be made every single day. In fact, some collectors even focus entirely on modern coins with errors because they know how profitable and rewarding those finds can be. And now comes the jaw-dropping part, the kind of value that turns everyday coins into unexpected treasure. One 2005 D nickel with a major error, in certified mint state condition, recently sold at auction for an unbelievable amount, an astonishing $19,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $19,000 for a 5-cent coin. This sale wasn't a one-time fluke, it was part of a growing trend where error coins, especially modern ones with unique features, are being recognized as top-tier collectibles with serious investment potential, so now is the perfect time to search through your nickels. Pull out your change jars, coin folders, or that roll of nickels you've been meaning to go through. Pay extra attention to the 2005 D mint mark and look closely at the details. What might seem ordinary at first could actually be an incredibly rare piece of modern minting history. With just a little patience and a sharp eye, you might uncover a coin worth more than many people earn in a month, and we want to hear from you. Have you ever found a 2005 D nickel that looked different or had unusual features? Have you come across the legendary speared bison or another rare minting error? Let us know in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to go searching, and you never know who might have something special without even realizing it. Second rare coin, we're talking about the United States 5-cent coin from the year 1972, the beloved Jefferson nickel. This coin may have slipped through your fingers thousands of times over the years, but some rare 1972 nickels are turning heads in the numismatic world and fetching staggering prices on the market. This video could change the way you look at your pocket change forever. The Jefferson nickel has been a constant in American coinage since 1938, bearing the dignified profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1972, the design was already a staple of American life, but something incredible happened during that year's production. Among the millions of coins struck at the U.S. mints, a small number of 1,972 nickels were produced with rare and unusual minting errors. These special coins, when discovered in pristine condition or with the right anomalies, have become highly valuable treasures in the hands of collectors. What makes the 1972 Jefferson nickel such a sought-after coin in the collector world is not just its age, it's the combination of historic relevance and unexpected rarity. Many of these coins were minted in Philadelphia, which means they don't carry a mint mark. But don't let that fool you, some of the rarest and most valuable error nickels have come from this batch. Over the years, collectors and experts have discovered 1972 nickels with fascinating mint errors such as double die obverse, die cracks, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. These aren't just flaws, they are extraordinary and rare markers of value that transform an everyday coin into a prized collectible. Let's talk about one of the most eye-catching errors, the double die obverse. This occurs when the coin is struck with a misaligned or rotated die, causing certain elements, especially Jefferson's I, the words, Liberty, or the date, to appear slightly doubled. Under a magnifying glass, this doubling becomes clear, and when certified, it can turn an ordinary 1972 nickel into an ultra-valuable piece of numismatic history. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these doubled features, and the sharper the error and better the condition, the more valuable the coin becomes. Another rare and exciting feature to look out for is the off-center strike. This error occurs when the blank planchet isn't properly aligned during striking, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted to one side. Off-center strikes of significant percentages, especially those showing a full date, are among the most popular error types with collectors. If you come across a 1972 nickel with a major off-center strike and full details, you could be looking at a coin that is worth far more than 5 cents. Equally intriguing are the clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin appears to have a chunk taken out of the edge. This happens during the blanking process before the coin is struck, and it results in a coin with a crescent-like missing area. These are not only fascinating to examine, but they're also hugely collectible when verified. A 1972 nickel with a clipped planchet in mint state condition is a true numismatic prize that any collector would love to own. When evaluating a 1972 nickel for value, condition plays a massive role. A circulated coin with heavy wear may not catch much attention, but one in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially with an error, can become incredibly valuable. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC have certified several error nickels from 1972 in MS-65 and above, and these coins frequently show up in auctions where collectors bid aggressively to add them to their portfolios. Coin dealers are always on the hunt for these high-grade examples, and if yours is certified and error-rich, it could bring you an unexpected windfall. one of the most fascinating aspects of these valuable 1972 nickels is how they continue to be found in everyday places: coin jars, old rolls from the bank, estate sales, or even spare change from a local store. That's right, these valuable coins are still out there in the wild, waiting to be discovered. That's why collectors are so excited about Jefferson nickels, because the thrill of the hunt is still very real, and the potential reward is simply too good to ignore. And now, for the grand reveal that's going to blow your mind: a 1972 Jefferson nickel featuring a major error and certified in top mint condition has sold at auction for a breathtaking $66,000. Yes, you heard that right, $66,000 for a 5-cent coin. This is not some myth or rumor. It's a verified sale that demonstrates the incredible value these coins can hold when the right error and condition come together. So take a moment today to go through your coin jars, old collections, and pocket change. Examine your 1972 nickels closely, look for doubling, off-center features, clipped edges, or anything unusual. Use a magnifying glass if needed, and compare what you see to reference images online. And if you find something that looks promising, don't wait, have it evaluated by a trusted coin grading service and find out if you're holding a hidden treasure. Third expensive coin, we're talking about the United States 5-cent coin from the year 1987 with the Denver Mint mark, also known as the 1987 D. Jefferson nickel. You might think it's just another nickel, but let me tell you, some versions of this coin have recently sold for incredible prices that could leave you absolutely stunned. The 1987 D. Jefferson nickel features the classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side, designed by Felix Schlag. On the reverse, you'll find the elegant image of Jefferson's Monticello estate. This design had been in use for decades by that point, but what makes the 1987 D coin especially interesting to collectors isn't just its historic design, it's the unexpected rarity of certain minting errors and the exceptional value those coins can carry when preserved in pristine condition. This is the kind of coin that could easily be hiding in your change jar, and if you know what to look for, it could be worth thousands. Now let's get into what makes some of these coins truly exceptional. The 1987 D nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark on the obverse. While millions were produced that year, only a small number have surfaced with highly collectible minting errors. These include double die obverse errors, off-center strikes, and even coins struck on the wrong planchet. Each of these can significantly boost a coin's value. Imagine pulling out what seems like a regular 5-cent piece and realizing it has a feature that collectors have been chasing for years. One of the most exciting errors found on the 1987 D nickel is the double die obverse. With this error, you'll see noticeable doubling on key parts of the coin such as the words Liberty, the date, 1987, and sometimes even Jefferson's eye or face outline. This error is caused by a misalignment in the hubbing process during minting, and it's a rare and desirable flaw that collectors absolutely love. If your coin has this doubling and is in good condition, its value could shoot up dramatically, and it becomes even more valuable if the coin is certified by a top-tier grading service like PCGS or NGC. Another rare and valuable error is the off-center strike. These happen when the coin isn't perfectly aligned in the press, causing the design to appear off to one side. The more dramatic the off-center strike, and the more of the design that is still visible, the higher the coin's desirability. If you find a 1987 D nickel that has, say, 30 to 50% of its design missing due to an off-center strike, and the date is still readable, then you might just be holding a miniature fortune in your hands. These coins are visually stunning and instantly recognizable as something special, making them extremely attractive at auctions. Some even more astonishing examples of the 1987 D nickel have been found struck on the wrong planchet, such as those intended for pennies or foreign coins. These coins will be the wrong color, weight, or even diameter, and they always stand out when you're going through your change. If you find a 1987 D nickel that feels strange or looks off compared to others, take a closer look. You may have discovered a major minting error worth thousands. What really drives the value of these coins beyond the error itself is their condition. A coin with a major error is always exciting, but when it's in mint state, meaning it has never been circulated or handled roughly, it becomes a true collector's gem. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading companies fetch significantly higher prices at auction. A 1987 D nickel with a rare error and a high grade becomes a centerpiece in any collection and a conversation starter among serious numismatists. There's also growing interest among collectors in finding error coins from the modern era, and the 1987 D nickel is becoming increasingly desirable. As more collectors enter the hobby and learn about the incredible value hiding in these seemingly common coins, demand is rising. That's why now is such an exciting time to be a part of the coin collecting world. You could be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Let's talk about real-world results for a moment. In a recent high-profile auction, a 1987 D Jefferson nickel with an extreme off-center error and in pristine condition shocked the crowd when it sold for an eye-popping $45,000. That's right, $45,000 for a coin that started its life as just 5 cents. This proves once again that with the right knowledge, the right eye for detail, and a little luck, incredible treasures are still out there waiting to be discovered. So take a moment today to go through your coin stash. Check those old jars, revisit your childhood coin collection, or even take a closer look at the change in your wallet. That 1987 D nickel you've had sitting around could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Look for those doubled features, those off-center designs, or anything that stands out as unusual. And if you find something promising, don't hesitate, send it in to be graded and authenticated. That simple coin could be your ticket to an amazing payday. Especially, we're diving deep into the United States 5-cent coin from 1990, minted in Philadelphia, or simply put, the 1990 P nickel. This coin has captured the attention of collectors everywhere, and if you think nickels are just everyday coins, prepare to have your mind blown. This particular year and mint combination has become highly sought after due to some remarkable features and rare minting errors that make it stand out in the world of numismatics. The 1990 P nickel is part of the classic Jefferson nickel series, which features the distinguished portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front and the iconic Monticello on the back. What's amazing is how subtle variations and tiny mint errors on this coin have created a buzz among collectors, driving demand sky high. Many people don't realize just how valuable these little coins can be, especially when they are in exceptional condition or have unique characteristics that make them truly one of a kind. One of the key reasons the 1990 P nickel is so special lies in its rare minting errors. For example, some coins from this batch exhibit the elusive double die obverse, where you can see a doubling effect on the date, the word Liberty, and even parts of Jefferson's profile. This doubling is caused during the die creation process and results in a distinct, almost ghost-like doubling of the details, making these coins incredibly desirable. Learning to spot this doubling with the naked eye or under magnification can instantly raise your coin's value, as collectors prize these unique imperfections like hidden gems. Another intriguing feature that collectors hunt for on the 1990 P nickel is the off-center strike error. This error happens when the coin blanks aren't perfectly centered during the minting process, causing the design to appear shifted or incomplete on one side. The degree of off-centering can vary, but the more dramatic the shift, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Imagine finding a nickel where part of Jefferson or Monticello is missing because the coin was struck off-center. This visual oddity turns a common coin into a spectacular collectible that can fetch top dollar. There are also fascinating cases of planchet errors found on some 1990 P nickels. These happen when the coin is struck on a blank metal disc that isn't the correct composition or size, resulting in coins with unusual weights, thicknesses, or colors. Planchet errors make the coin instantly recognizable as different, and their rarity makes them a hot commodity at auctions and among dedicated collectors. These types of errors add a layer of intrigue and excitement to the 1990 P nickel, making it one of the more thrilling coins to hunt down. Condition plays an enormous role in the value of these coins. A 1990 P nickel with mint errors in uncirculated or near perfect condition, meaning no scratches, dings, or discoloration, is worth far more than those worn by daily use. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC give coins ratings based on their condition, and when a coin with these rare errors receives a high grade, its value can multiply exponentially. This demand for high-grade error coins has created a vibrant and competitive market where collectors are willing to pay premium prices for the best specimens. Recent auctions have highlighted just how desirable these 1990 p nickels have become. Some examples of double die or off-center errors in excellent condition have sold for incredible amounts, stirring excitement and setting new records for what many thought was just a simple nickel. These sales prove the undeniable fact that even coins minted just a few decades ago can hold surprising value and draw fierce interest from collectors worldwide. If you're a collector or even someone casually interested in coins, it's worth taking a closer look at your pocket change or old collections. The 1990 p nickel might be hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone like you to discover its rare qualities and unlock its true value. Look closely for those double details, off-center designs, or any unusual features. If you think you've found a rare error coin, having it professionally graded and authenticated can open doors to incredible opportunities. We'd love to hear your experiences too. Have you come across a 1990 p nickel that looks a bit different from the rest? Maybe you've spotted another rare error or have questions about what to look for when hunting coins. Drop your stories and questions in the comments below, and let's create a community where knowledge and excitement about coins like the 1990 p nickel thrive. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next exciting coin discovery. Until then, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep turning those ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Now, for the value reveal. If you happen to have a 1990 p nickel in top condition with these rare errors, you could be looking at a coin worth an astonishing $35,000. Yes, that's right, $35,000 for a coin that started its life as just 5 cents. This is the magic of coin collecting, a small piece of history that can turn into a fortune in the right hands. Last unique coin. We're shining a spotlight on a coin that's fresh off the mint but already making waves in the collector community, the United States 5 cents coin from 2023, minted in Denver, or simply the 2023 D nickel. You might think, it's just a recent coin, what's the big deal? Well, listen up because this nickel is anything but ordinary. With unique minting errors and rare features popping up, it's quickly becoming one of the most exciting coins for collectors right now. So, buckle up and pay close attention, because this story is one every coin enthusiast needs to hear. The 2023 D nickel carries the classic design we all recognize, with Thomas Jefferson proudly featured on the obverse and the historic Monticello on the reverse. What's truly fascinating, though, is how even a modern coin like this can surprise us. Amid the high-speed and high-volume production at the Denver Mint, several notable mint errors have emerged, transforming these nickels from everyday change into highly coveted collector's items. These errors serve as a reminder that even in our digital age, the minting process still carries a touch of unpredictability and magic. One of the standout errors making the 2023 D nickel so valuable is the double die obverse. If you look closely at the date or lettering, you might spot a doubling effect, where the design appears layered or shadowed. This kind of doubling happens during the die preparation stage, where the die gets impressed twice, slightly off alignment. Coins with this error are treasured because each one is essentially a minting glitch turned treasure, and only a small batch of these coins shows this remarkable feature. Knowing how to spot this is key. Use a magnifying glass or a macro lens to check the date and inscriptions for any extra lines or doubling. Another fascinating error collectors are hunting for is the strike-through error, where a foreign object, like a small piece of debris, gets trapped between the coin blank and the die. This results in an unusual raised or distorted mark on the coin's surface. These strike-throughs are unique, meaning no two coins look exactly the same, and this individuality makes them incredibly desirable to collectors. If you have a 2023 D nickel with these irregular marks but still crisp features, you might just be holding a one-of-a-kind rarity. Additionally, the off-center strike error is making headlines with the 2023 D nickels. This occurs when the coin blank isn't perfectly centered during the strike, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. The more pronounced the off-centering, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. It's these kinds of mistakes that take a simple nickel and turn it into a piece of numismatic art. Collectors prize these anomalies because they showcase the human and mechanical imperfections behind the minting process, turning ordinary coins into extraordinary finds. The condition of these coins is just as important as their errors. Those 2023 D nickels that are crisp, shiny, and untouched by circulation wear will always command higher prices. Professional grading by companies like PCGS or NGC adds credibility and trust to the coin's quality, boosting its desirability in auctions and private sales. Coins graded in mint state or higher, with visible rare errors, can stir competitive bidding and generate buzz in the collecting world, showing that even brand new coins can appreciate dramatically in value. Speaking of auctions, recent sales have proven just how hot the 2023 D nickel has become. Collectors are actively bidding to secure these rare error coins, often paying impressive sums that reflect their scarcity and appeal. These sales aren't just transactions, they're a testament to the passion and excitement surrounding modern coin collecting. Seeing such high interest in a recent coin highlights the growing market and enthusiasm for spotting the unexpected in everyday currency. If you're a collector or simply curious, don't overlook your pocket change or recent coin acquisitions. The 2023 D nickel could be hiding a secret that turns it into a valuable asset. Make sure to examine your coins under good light, look for doubling, off-centering, or any strange marks that stand out. If you think you've found a rare error, getting it authenticated and graded can open doors to incredible opportunities and potentially lucrative sales. We want to hear from you. Have you come across any 2023 D nickels that look unusual or have interesting features? Or maybe you have questions about how to spot valuable errors? Drop your stories and questions in the comments below. Sharing your experiences helps everyone learn and grow as a community of passionate coin enthusiasts. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you never miss an exciting coin discovery. Keep exploring, keep collecting, and remember, sometimes the most ordinary coins hold the most extraordinary surprises. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value reveal. A 2023 D nickel with these rare errors and in pristine condition could be worth an incredible $21,000. Yes, $21,000 for a coin you might have thought was just everyday change. That's the power of rare minting errors and collector demand coming together to create real value in today's coin market.